And if you don't have like the determination to really show up and the initiative, obviously, to make sure that you don't have that that you'll always be present. Okay. All right. So we're now at 107. And by the way, okay, so let me just open. Okay. Masakit ang kamay. Yeah. It's really like that. You know, guys, almost all clients at some point would ask you to do like a list. That's so noisy. Please go on mute, Rebecca Overo. Overo. Okay. So, hindi ko expected na makasali ako kahapon sa training. At the same time, didn't expect na my homework, but I finished until 74 at least. Good job. I really appreciate that. Actually, you know what? Obviously, you know that I am just your trainee and not your client. But to be honest, if I'm gonna hire you, then obviously, para na din akong client kasi I'm gonna be the one who will pick and also our team, right? And when we ranked our valedictorian, top 10 salutatorian of this training, and mind you, just after a week of the graduation, everybody at the top immediately had clients for them. So it matters. It really matters. Okay. This is not parang your school in high school and in college na mag-top 1 kayo at walang reward. Dito, meron talagang reward. Okay? Hindi lang papel, but it's really a job and it really can impact your financial and monetary situation. Okay, so now we're approaching 9:10, and I think that it would be appropriate to start. So we're only at 110 right now. Okay. Don't screen share, please. Please don't screen share. I'm the only person who should be screen sharing unless if I ask you. Okay? So today is a very important topic, and I'm really glad that you're not absent for all 110 of you who came back from yesterday, because after today, I will not allow anybody to join our training if they haven't, because it's gonna be hard for them to catch up for today. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about content marketing. Who here knows what content marketing means? Anybody? So I'm just gonna explain it. Okay, so content marketing means creating and sharing valuable content to attract and convert prospects into customers and customers into repeat buyers. Okay, what's that again? So it means that ayun pala yun. Yeah, so like for example, I'm just gonna give you right off the bat. Ano yung content? Yung mga blog, okay? Yung mga article na that you read on Rappler or ABS-CBN or Cosmopolitan or whatever. Facebook posts, that's content. Instagram, okay? Tweets on Twitter. Webinars, even this actual training is content. Ebooks, research papers, infographics, Anybody else who can identify what other content is available? Pinterest, yes. What else? Memes, articles. Instagram, yes. Ads, write-ups of products, pictures, commercials. Facebook,
LinkedIn,
yes. Copywriting, yes. Podcasts, awesome. Short video ads. Promoting of products, creating of products, yes. Even reviewing of products. Okay, marketing information. Okay, you're pretty smart. I'm really happy that you know. I'm happy. So today we're going to be creating. Okay, I'm going to discuss, of course, specific content marketing strategies that is vital in the success of becoming a virtual assistant, and we're going to be doing a lot of activities. Okay, all right, hang on just a sec.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, so for our first topic, I'm going to be talking about written content. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to create a blog, but I'm also gonna teach you how to write a blog that is SEO ready. What is SEO, by the way?
Search
Anybody?
engine
Search engine
optimization.
Search
optimization.
engine optimization. Who here does search engine optimization?
I do.
What's your name, sir? That's it. I can only just see user. Joshua. Aya? Marilyn.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing SEO?
I only know basics, ma'am.
Like on-page optimization?
Yeah. And also off page. I tried off page.
Okay, great. Okay. Who else?
I have used Yoast for WordPress before
Okay.
for creating SEO articles.
Okay, that's great. So I'm happy, although not to worry for everybody else who do not have experience, but have heard about it, or even to those who have literally just heard it today. Don't worry, because to be truly honest, I'm not an expert at SEO, but I am quite the expert in content writing, because when I started my career in the virtual world, I literally manage
Anela, ko yung notebook ko.
it's please be on mute. It's so distracting. Okay. So as I was saying, before I was distracted by that somebody who wanted to get their notebook, I managed a content writing company, and we were distributing many articles online, and we were providing that to our clients. And I'm going to be teaching you that and a little bit.
Okay na yan. Mga yung ano.
Sally, can you please be on mute? I literally have been telling everybody to be on mute if you're not talking to me. Okay? I don't want to keep repeating it, but please be on mute. I really don't have the bandwidth right now. I don't want to be angry, guys, because we have like a really big audience. But Judea, you are not on mute. If anybody here is not on mute and I would have to keep on repeating it, I will have to remove you from the group, okay? I will remove you. Okay, so let's go back. So let's start, and please, for the life of me, do not go on unmute yourself if you have nothing important to say. Okay. So now, I'll teach you how to write a topic. Like, for example, let's say you have a client and your client would ask you to write articles. I want you to understand that it's not really important to overanalyze an entire topic. Like, for example, if your client is going to ask you to write an article and they just ask you to write a 500-word article, it doesn't mean that you're going to spend the entire day. Wait, just hang on a sec, okay? Because it's really noisy outside. Hi, it's please don't talk in my. I'm holding a meeting. Okay, so now I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you how to write an article in the quickest way possible. By the way, I have heard a lot of people complain that they couldn't finish the activity yesterday. Did you try to use the timer?
Yes.
Who here used the timer?
Me po.
Just Marianne? Just Mayanne? Okay. Did it help?
Medyo po. I spent around 2 hours and 30 minutes for 103 NT.
Right. It didn't even like, yeah, you became more disciplined. Almost half the day. Okay. It's still fine, even half the day. But it's doable, right?
Yes.
I did it for 4 hours.
You did it for 4 hours. And that's really amazing. Congratulations. You know why?
Thank you.
I just tricked you to think that it's easy. I'm so mean. But it is, actually, it's just that it was my life hack. You knew it. Okay. It's my life hack because it's like this. I have hired so many people and it's my first test if they are focused in their work and if they are not allowing the Facebook and the Instagram and the talking with the seatmate, the husband, to distract them, okay? Because God knows there's so many distractions in a day, right? Like in my end, I have my cat who is so cute that because he's so cute, I literally forget that I have something to do. I keep on saying, "Oh, baby, so cute," something like that, you know, and then Netflix, and then YouTube, and then my mom would call me to tell me that she needs money or like she wants this and that to be bought, and then my assistants and then my friends would like, you know, call me all of a sudden, video call, chat, and say, Besh, how are you na? When tayo mag-Boracay? Something like that. And doing the timer, customers keep on distracting me. Okay. But it's okay, because I wanted you to see that you can actually beat your own. It's like this. If you, before we start our topic, okay, I want you to understand that the most successful people are the people who constantly compete with their own selves. Okay? I don't know if you believe in that, but I believe in that. Like, for example, in a sales job, I used to challenge myself to at least have one closed customer every week. And then the following, every 3 days, I just have one customer that I closed. And then every day, and then 2 per day, and then 3 per day. And it's the same with this. I'm teaching you to be more efficient than yesterday. And I hope that you will continue that. Because I know that in your previous jobs, you have not been that focused, because obviously there's so many other things that could affect you every day, right? And if I'm not going to teach you that skill of being focused, then you're not going to be the creme de la creme VA, okay? You're not going to be that VA that your client will keep even if America will go in shambles and it's a recession, right? Do you forgive me for challenging you?
Yes, ma'am.
Parang ang strict. How about the others?
Yes.
Got my pinky finger.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Yes.
sa totoo lang ha, I have actually trained my staff like this. Like truly. I've started them with 100, then the next 150 a day, then the next 200. Alam nyo, in the end, aabot talaga ng 500. I'm not kidding. And para na nilang maging competition, like in the zone. You know how good it feels if you're in the zone and you feel like you have actually parang reached, I guess, your optimal performance. Feeling mo para kang you have reached your own Everest. Right? It's like, yeah, it's like you're
Right.
unstoppable. It's like a personal Mount Everest. And that's what I want to instill in you, because wherever we are in our lives, we can always challenge ourselves to be a little bit better tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next days forward, right? Until we don't notice that, oh my gosh, I've already reached my dreams. What's next? What's next, right? I'm already so rich. You know, guys, even my own executive assistant, my executive assistant before, I think 7 years ago, naglayas siya. She didn't have clothes in her back. I even like let her stay in our house. And around, I think 3 years after, she came back to me to tell me that she already was able to buy her own car, which is a Hyundai Elantra, and buy her own house and earn a 6-figure income. Literally. And then my other executive assistant, I think, who started it with me 2017, last year she was able to buy a 3,000 square meter lot, and she's opening a restaurant in their province. I'm so proud. And I'm not even kidding you. And these are the people who literally parang before, they keep on telling me na mag-advance sila and all that, in which in my end, hindi ako nag-a-allow ng advance. Why? I don't want to tolerate people. I have a training. Hang on. I don't want to tolerate people into thinking that it's fine to not manage their own money. And because of the way that I train them, they really even learned to save 6 figures. Imagine. Like my other assistant, she was so shocked that with the strategy that I taught her to save, she did not know that she had 400,000 already in her bank account. And I'm not even kidding you. And I think she saved that for 2018, which makes me so proud because before she keeps on like asking for a cash advance kasi wala daw silang pambili ng bigas and all that, you know? And so this is how I teach you. I teach you not just the skills, but also to discipline yourselves. Because really, it's just, you know, everything about doing the home-based thing, it's not even the knowledge. It's really the discipline and showing up. And for example, if may problema, you will find time. Hindi na yung client ang ipapaproblema ninyo na wala kayong internet. Okay? Don't be that person. Right? Okay. And if ever you were like that in the years before, right now, I want you to forgive yourself and start over and moving forward, you're not that person anymore. Okay? All right. So back to our topic, which is writing or copywriting. Okay? So, need to save na talaga, yes. You can, you know what? If people who have minimum wage can buy their own house and can save, why not you? Diba? Especially the VAs who work with us, they earn in dollars. Definitely, I don't see a reason why you cannot save. Diba? Okay. So anyway, now let's talk about what if you have a client and they're gonna ask you to do content writing. Have you noticed that there are clients who would post jobs like looking for content writers, right?
Yes, even copywriting.
Yes, copywriting. And they would say, I need writers for my blog. I need writers, blah, 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 blah. Experience.
Proofreading also.
Proofreading, okay. With regards to proofreading, if you're not good in, let's say, in written English, or if you're not amazing as a writer, I wouldn't suggest applying with proofreading, because proofreading is actually more difficult than writing because you have to really be good at writing before you can proofread others, okay? And so I don't want you to, of course, be discouraged, but if you're at the level that you're confident with your English and of course with your writing, you can be a proofreader and an editor. But then I believe, okay, I honestly believe that anybody can be a writer, okay? And I'm not kidding because I have managed more than 100 writers at the same time. And a lot of them, I can honestly say that only around 10 out of the 100 were really good writers. The others were just writers because they needed to be writing. because they had no choice, I guess, because they needed to do it as a job. Hello? Okay. So, but then I taught them how to attack a topic and how to make sure that it gets to the point. The content is properly written, and then aside from Grammarly, of course, but how to come up with the article itself. So I'm gonna teach you. Now, I know that not everybody has that gift in writing, but everybody has a brain. And if you just follow my expert tips, and I'm not kidding you because I used to put this on my website as a tutorial, and it works like crazy. And it's very simple. Who here remembers their topic in high school na parang formal writing, informal writing? In Tagalog,
Yes.
kathang formal,
Me.
kathang di formal. Yes.
Yes, me. English and Tagalog.
Yes, English. I used to, lucky for me, because I really love writing, and I used to be in the school paper and the school magazine as a contributor and an editor. But I know that not everybody likes that. I was quite a nerd. But anyway, Esther, let's put it A. Loyola. I have to put it on mute, okay? So, going back. So, di ba, it's really simple, guys. Do not overcomplicate it. If you have a topic, then just think of that there is, okay, just think about this. Let me just, it's funny. Let me get my paper. Let me get my, wait lang. There's always an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Right? Is that right?
Yes.
Introduction,
Yes.
body, conclusion. And
Correct.
just take it from there. Like, for example, if you want your content to make sense and to look like parang may utak ang
Mute, please.
May, you're noisy. May Ann Manias. I don't know, guys, why I have to keep on repeating that you have to go on mute. It's quite annoying. Okay, so we have to keep on restarting and restarting if you keep on doing that. Please be considerate. Because of this negligence, everybody else, their time is wasted, okay? Everybody else, like 150 people, because of, your negligence to go on mute. So anyway, just make it very simple. For example, the topic is, let's say, novel coronavirus, okay? Let's say that's the topic. So obviously, you're gonna have to introduce what the topic is, support the topic with additional details, and then make a concluding statement, okay? And obviously, there's this thing called keywords. And what are keywords for? Keywords are actually the actual words that we key in on Google when we're searching for a topic. And it's important when we put it on our articles if we want people to find our article, right? Because what's the sense of having an article if nobody reads it, right? Exactly. So the rule of thumb, and let's make it very simple, okay? If you notice, I'm I'm speaking very slowly because I don't want to keep on repeating things, but let's make it very simple. You put your keyword at least once in your introduction, at least around 1 to 3 times in your body, and then once in your conclusion, okay? Just think about it this way. This is to make sure, because of course, obviously, if you're writing about novel coronavirus and then you're not going to put that novel coronavirus keyword in there, how can people actually find it? How can Google and the algorithm and the bots behind the Google search engine find your article, right? So this is just the rule of thumb. So that's 1, bodies 1, 2, 3, and then conclusion is 1. If your article is like just 300 words, so meaning, you know, there's not a lot of words in there, you don't have to like keep on repeating it in the body, because then there's this thing called keyword stuffing. What does this mean? Keyword stuffing. Anybody?
Overusage of keywords.
Yes. Overusing the keywords. If you overuse the keywords, aside from the fact that your article will sound like parang ewan, it sounds like redundant and it doesn't read well, obviously, but it's actually allergic si Google sa mga article na parang super desperate. Honey, please go on mute. Okay, I put you on mute, but please don't make me remind you again. So let's avoid this though, guys. Like for example, what do we mean by keyword stuffing? Let's say the article is nCoV. So you're gonna say, what is nCoV? nCoV is this virus that started in Wuhan, China, purportedly in a market that sells exotic animals. nCoV arose during November of 2019, and it only really exploded in January 25, 2020. And you keep on repeating it many, many times, and it sounds annoying, okay? So that's the reason why there are what we call like, oh my God, I forgot. But let's say you can use like pronouns. Oh my God.
Yes,
Are you an English teacher?
No, ma'am, I'm science teacher po.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Alam niyo, whenever my niece would ask me, what is a pandiwa? I'm like, oh my God, what's a pandiwa? What's that?
Adverbs.
So anyway, I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't know. So anyway, keyword stuffing, let's avoid that, okay? Because it doesn't read well. It makes your article low quality because it sounds like, I don't know, it sounds like you're from a very non-native speaking English, and you have to make sure that if you're writing an article, you make it sound as natural as possible without sacrificing quality, and then still providing your keyword in there, okay? Because for example, and the reason why Google did this, the reason why is in the 1990s, when they were trying, like these websites were trying to, you know, chase the top one ranking, then what they would do is just write a whole bunch of nonsense. Like for example, before, they would rank it by the number of times that it was repeated in a page. So alangan naman, I'm gonna write down na NCOV 500 times. Obviously, ako ang mag-top 1, right? And then it's not the best quality article, and thereby it's not the best quality results. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you understand now why it's important. I'm really I'm really trying my very best to explain it easily. Do you understand how the style that I explain things?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
So,
Yes, ma'am. Taking down notes here.
okay, good.
Yes.
So now I'm going to, okay, so now we remember there's introduction, body, and then conclusion. Okay, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. No keyword stuffing. Now, next phase is how to, let's say for example, because you know what? I taught this exact method to my writers because we were always in a time crunch. And let's say we have a deadline of 10 articles in that day. Can you imagine writing 10 articles in one day? It's exhausting.
Actually, having
Don't
writer's block
worry.
with that.
The clients that we have right now, they won't ask you to do that. Hemorrhage, really.
Writer's block.
Super. But I will teach you a technique that you will not have writer's block. Would you like to
Sounds
challenge
good.
me on that?
Yes.
I'll teach
Yes,
you
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. I
not
definitely need
to
that
have
one.
writer's block, okay? Because obviously that was what my company was before it was an outsourcing company. Okay? Okay, so how to conquer writer's block is to admit that you're never gonna be perfect, but you just have to get it done, right? Mark Zuckerberg actually said that. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be done. And that's the first mindset. Like, for example, you have 10 articles to write, and I'm not gonna ask you to write 10 articles, okay? But
Thank you.
maybe just 5, joke. But let's say, for example, you have 10 articles to write, and it's real talk to guys. Real talk, ha? This happened to me. Alam nyo, 10 articles, and the keyword was just Mexican recipes. Okay ka lang? They asked me to write it in one day, Mexican recipes, and then
Hispanic?
yeah.
Is it in Hispanic or English?
They asked me to write in English, but they wanted the keyword Mexican recipes, and they wanted 10 articles on just that keyword. Can you imagine? And so my sister had it worse because she had a
Is there
client.
required number of words per?
There is. It's usually given by a client. It would range from 300 to 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 words. It depends. Okay. My sister had it worse because she had to write around 500 articles about backpack. Can you imagine? It's so boring. And after that, she just said, oh my God, I don't want to talk about backpacks. But then every time we pass by like a luggage shop, she's like, oh, that's the Tumi blah, blah, blah model. And she's like the expert now on backpacks. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I even was the one who gave her that client. And she's like, oh my God, you're killing me. She's the expert now on backpacks. And it's a good thing that she wears backpacks. And I don't. But anyway, okay. So it can happen. And obviously, can you imagine? How you write 500 articles and not have writer's block, right? And on the same keyword. And I taught my sister how to do that, okay? So one thing that you can do is, if you're given a keyword, either, by the way, there are two types of keywords. There's the short tail keyword, which is maybe just a word, like maybe like love, or let's say hostel, or let's say plant. You can still consider it short tail if you say Cebu City, just 2 words, okay? Long tail keywords would be something like hostels in Cebu City, something like that, diba? Like a series of words like hostels in Cebu City, right?
Phrases.
Phrases, yes. So longer phrases, that's long tail. Short tail is, you know, just a word, or like, you know, maybe 2 words or something. And what's the reason for this? The shorter the keywords, the more competition it's gonna have, right? And the longer the keywords, or the longer, like if it's long tail, so the lesser competition and the better chances that you can niche down and you can be found by your competition. Yeah. Shorter, the broader the topic. Yes, that's right. And then it's more specific if it's short tail. I mean long tail. Okay? Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
obviously, the more words that you add in there, the lesser the results in Google. Okay? Like for example, for love, maybe you're gonna get 1 billion results. But if you're gonna say love,
Conquers all.
huh?
Love
But if
is
you're gonna,
blind.
yeah, or love is blind, love conquers all. Okay, so maybe you're just gonna have 1 million, and then you just have 1 million competition, right? Love is a many splendored thing, so it's long than love, right? Okay, so anyway, so how do I tackle a particular topic? Obviously, you're gonna read the instructions of your client. So let's say, for example, your client will say, your keyword is hostels in Cebu City, 500 words, and then hostels in Cebu City, 500 words, and then promote Hermanas Hostel, and then do a comparison of surrounding hostels. Do you now have an idea what to do?
Yes.
So okay. So given that you are given instructions, I really would advise you to read your client's instructions 2 times, 3 times. Basta make sure that you get the most important details and understand what is required. Because what if you wrote an article 2,000 words and then not following instructions ka pala? You talked about hostels in Manila. Is it gonna make sense?
No, ma'am.
No, right? Sayang. Reject. May clients pa na hindi pa magbabayad tapos 2,000 words na yung ginawa mo. Okay lang?
Ouch.
Di ba? Patay, di ba? Sayang naman.
Effort.
Mabuti pa siguro natulog ka. Di ba? So,
Right.
True.
always read the instructions, and if you don't understand it, meron din namang mga clients who are quite not very smart in giving instructions. So there's nothing wrong with clarifying with your client. Let's say, did you mean hostels in Cebu City, and did you mean you want me to compare Hermana's hostel to the other hostel? Is it fine if I create like a list of hostels and the pros and cons, and then at the end I'm gonna showcase that Hermana's hostel is the best one because of blah blah blah? You can do that, right? So how are we going to do it? Okay, so now that we have these tips, let me just share my screen. Hang on.
Ma'am, sa number of words po ba, kasama po dito yung articles na a, and, tsaka the?
Yes, actually, there is an automatic, like for example, if you use like Word or whatever kind of tool, they actually count the number of words that you use. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't know, hang on. In my, alam nyo, sa totoo lang, it's been such a long time na wala akong boss. So I don't know where to count it in pages. I'm so sorry. But I do know for a fact that there's like a word counter. Okay? And if there's no word counter, I believe that you can find it somewhere online. Maybe you can paste the information. Maybe there's a tool. I believe there is. There's a tool for everything right now, right? Below sa Word document, meron siya. All right. So, okay, now let's write an article. Hang on. Guys, sorry ha, ang boring-boring talaga ng topic natin, but this is so important. And I hope that you can really use this.
I'm learning, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, so let's say the rules. Oh my God, my laptop ba? It's so slow right now. Hang on. What did... Wait lang ha. Are we going to use Google Docs for this po, or MS Word is better? Actually, I would really advise you to use the G Suite or like Google's tools, because you know how annoying it is when your computer would crash and you haven't saved your information?
Yes.
It's so annoying, right? Like, how many times have I done it na I've already written like 1,000 words and then hindi ma-recover? Because at the time that I was a writer, wala pang auto-recover masyado, or like, if my auto-recover, sa first sentence lang. Tapos naka-write na ako ng ang dami-dami-dami. So, you know, just use Google Docs para hindi ka magka-heart attack. And it's so cool because you can share it immediately to your clients, and you can collaborate and share and edit it together. Okay?
Yes. Hindi pa ulit-ulit yung isi-send kapag may correction.
Yes. Like for example, if you're going to, let's say your client would say, you know what, I want to change the keywords to this one. Just change a couple of stuff. And then it takes so much time for you to like receive the corrections, and then you send it again, and then the corrections again, and then you save again, another file name, whatever. So it's so cool to just use Google Docs. Okay. But anyway, I'm using pages right now. I'm so sorry. Just as a sample. So let's do this. So keyword. Okay. Hostels in Cebu City. 500 words. Purpose. Promote Hermanas Hostel. Do a comparison with other hostels. Okay. So these are the important parts of the instructions that your client gave you. And then my absolute tip that will really save you a lot of like writer's block and time and whatever is, aside from the fact that you just go ahead and do it and not think twice. And if you have that first idea, go with it and don't keep on changing your idea. What I would advise you, obviously, when you start out with writing an article, you're gonna have to do your research, right? You're going to Google.
Yes.
But then my ultimate tip is to never allow yourself to take so much time on Google, okay? Because there's a fine line between doing research and procrastinating, right? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Have you noticed that
Yes,
when your
ma'am.
Yes,
teacher
ma'am.
asks you to do a research work and then you keep on Googling and then until binasa mo na lahat ng Wikipedia, tapos
Right.
until na-watch ka na lang ng YouTube, tapos mga music videos, tapos, and then you never get things done, right?
May
Yes.
plagiarism pa.
Yes, tapos, mag-overthink, ayun. So, do not overthink. Okay, tips, do not overthink. Go with your first idea. And by the way, guys, nobody said that you have to parang basahin ang lahat ng search results sa Google. Millions yan. You can just go with the first result. That's fine. Okay? Yeah, watching K-drama na naman. Diba? So, I'm giving you these tips because I have been that kind of worker before and I wonder why I didn't have money. And I'm just giving you a shortcut so that it will not happen to you. Okay? So go with your first idea. Do not over research. You don't have to read and copy paste the entire Google result from page 1 to 1 million. Okay. Yeah. Actually, there is a fine line between researching and being thorough. Ay, oh my God. Ay, naku. I think my laptop is really slow right now because
Nagsabot ang mga laptop karon ma'am nga dili sila mangkuan.
it's the Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde in astrology, I believe in astrology, guys. I'm so sorry, but it works for me and it works for my business. I know when I have money and when I don't have money. But Mercury retrograde, there really are technical issues. Okay. So there's a fine line
Vlog sad
between
ka ma'am.
naglag ko. Is it okay?
Mm-mm.
Wala
Tara
man.
man.
Nagputol-putol ka. Or sa ako ang connection? Unsa man
Ah,
yun?
yeah. Okay, so imo connection.
Pasin sa connection mo.
Sa ako ang connection.
Okay, so there's a fine line between researching and being thorough. Being thorough between researching and procrastination. Okay. Most of all, do not be a perfectionist. Do you know, guys, that it's not good to be a perfectionist?
I agree. Yes.
So many
Yes,
people
ma'am.
glorify being a perfectionist, but to be honest, I don't like to work with perfectionists because people who are perfectionists never even submit their work because obviously we're never perfect, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Agree on that.
So many people is like, my greatest weakness is I'm a perfectionist and I am a hard worker. That's bullshit.
Interview.
That's not nice. Actually, these are the people who are very hard to work with because they overanalyze everything.
Yes.
And I'm also guilty. I used to be a perfectionist. I used to be that kid in class who cannot submit immediately the assignment. And then obviously, if it's late, then it's already failed, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe you created a perfect work of art, but nobody saw it. So, meron bang sense? Diba?
Yes.
For example, you made a perfect project, but hindi mo na-submit. Now, natapos mo na lang after graduation. Meron ka bang points nun?
Wala.
Wala, diba?
Sayang.
So, that's what I'm saying. Do not be a perfectionist. And you just have to really accept yourself, you know? It's also the success of actually getting things done really boils down to you being able to accept yourself and your work the way it is. If you've done it, then just submit it, okay? Because most often than not, the person who succeeds is the person who just submitted the work, even if it wasn't perfect. Then the person who perfected it after 10 years, but, you know, graduation was 10 years ago, right?
Right.
Diba?
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, in fact, so many people, like the rich people in the world, they're not necessarily the smartest ones, but they're the people who really dared to submit their ideas to the world. There's so many genius people, and they have the best ideas in the world, but they never share it because it never was perfect, right?
Correct. Yes.
And of course,
Yes.
obviously, they did not become millionaires. They just become dreamers. They never get anything done. Or somebody who's going to say, I'm not going to apply for a job kasi hindi ko pa to na perfect na topic, let's say. But the reality is, nobody's perfect. You actually learn more if you just start the job and you learn on the job, right?
That's right.
You're right. That's right, ma'am.
So now, okay, na-guilty na kayo. Because guys, let me just tell you this. Everything that we do in this life, obviously, we all started from the bottom. Wala namang pinanganak, no, na like just out of the womb of their mother and then they know article writing. Obviously, wala. So if, for example, patama training. So for example, if your client doesn't like it, hindi ka naman mamatay, right?
Yes.
Then you're just going to accept the feedback and say, how can I make it better? Right? Yes, real talk, di ba? Real talk. And mind you guys, remember, ito, important ito. Okay? So, when we start with a topic, let's say in my head right now, if I'm going to do this topic, if I choose to overanalyze this, obviously I'm going to think of 500 angles to incorporate hostels in Cebu City, right? I can hear a dog. Can you put it on mute?
Mute ang dog.
Okay. So let's say if I'm gonna think about hostels in Cebu City, there's so many ways. But if I'm just gonna accept myself and I'm gonna go with whatever comes to my head, I'm gonna say thinking about okay. Searching for hostels. I'm having a hard time with my table. Searching for hostels in Cebu City. My gosh. Ka-fail ani akong kuanin. How about this? Is it fine with you guys if I write it on paper and then show it on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay naman.
That's fine,
I'm
ma'am.
not gonna let this laptop stop me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I have
That's the spirit.
500 papers here, my God.
Whiteboard.
Laptop ka lang. Okay. Wala kasi akong whiteboard. Actually, meron, oh my God. My whiteboard is so little. Okay. So I'm gonna write here. I'm gonna write as I speak. Okay, and then I'm gonna show it to you. So, okay, search, maybe my first paragraph. Okay, remember? Okay, how about this? Let's assign 3 papers: introduction, body, yeah, my laptop needs replacement. My MacBook has been with me since 2013, and it has been reliable so far, but I don't know what's happening right now. Okay. Okay, body.
Nagsabot ang mga laptop karon.
Yeah. Okay, so there's introduction, body. You see my papers, right?
Right.
And then conclusion, okay?
Yes,
So
Yes.
now, let's start with introduction. Let's make it very simple and very fast. So, let's say,
Ma'am, kindly turn your camera on you.
huh? What did you say? Oh, you can't see me, huh? Sorry. Oh my God. I thought you were looking at me. Hang on.
Yes, ma'am.
I am.
Okay.
Click lang yung ano.
Pindutin niya yung video ni
Yung
ma'am.
maliit na thumbnail para blue.
Okay. Back. Introduction. Body. Then conclusion. Okay? Ano ba yan? Can you see it or is it your image? Or do you like it better like this?
Klaro, klaro.
No, this one, ma'am. Okay na po.
This one?
It's okay. Yes.
Image niyo
Yes.
po.
Okay. So anyway, let's start with searching for hostels in Cebu. I find it very simple to start with a question, because then you can answer in the body and then you can make a closing statement. Does it make sense? Right?
Yes.
But it doesn't have to be, but then I find that it's so simple. Okay. So let's say searching for hostels in Cebu. There are around 40 hostels in the Queen City of the South. Today, we are going to discuss about the top 3 hostels that you might be interested to stay in. Okay, so that's already your intro. I don't know, maybe that took 2 minutes, right? Diba?
Yes, ma'am.
So it doesn't have to take so long, right? You just really talk to people in a normal way, and that's your article. Guys, one important tip, aside from all my tips, huwag kayong masyadong maging pressured to sound like a professional or sound like a scientist or sound like whoever it is in the world. The best way is really just to sound like yourself. Para hindi fake.
So
Okay?
parang informal theme writing.
Yes, usually. Kasi naman, unless if you're working for NASA and I don't know, Johns Hopkins University or something like Stanford or maybe Harvard Business Review or something, you're not going to be asked to like write in a formal way, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So just really explain things like you would explain to a friend. In fact, as they always say, if you cannot explain your concept to a toddler, then it's too complicated or it's too trying hard. Okay? So do not, like, sa totoo lang, do not believe your high school teacher that you need to use all these crazy, like, super vongga na mga vocabulary words. In the real world, nobody understands that. Or even if you understand that, but you actually limit the number of readers who can actually understand your work. And if they don't understand your work, how can they buy your product, right?
That's right.
So if you use
Right.
like mga kung
Highfalutin
ano-ano
words.
naman, yes, then maybe they will be impressed, but then they will just click out and like parang nagmamagaling lang siya, and then like, okay, maganda, pero ano to, what they won't understand. So how can they buy, right? Okay, so body. So maybe you're going to identify 3 hostels. So let's go back to the screen share. Hang on. Let's go back to screen share. Obviously, I have not memorized all the hostels in the world, right? So the usual thing that somebody like a normal person would do is to search online, right? So maybe I'm gonna search top, oh my God, sorry. Top hostels in Cebu, okay? Okay, the best hostels in Cebu. So it shows here maybe you can put like top reviews. Okay. So mural sleep box. So I'm gonna put here murals sleep box. And since murals and mural sleep box and murals hostel cafe is the same, so maybe, and I'll put down south hostel. And then I'll put, of course, obviously, my client is called Hermanas Hostel. So I'm gonna also put that, right? Do you see this now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's so easy, right?
Yes,
For
ma'am.
example, we did not overanalyze. We just chose from the first one, right? We didn't have to go to the 10th page, 20th page, or 25th page. We just went with it. And then remember that audiences and search engines like to have headlines or sub-headlines or subheadings, okay? And also bullet points. So it's really helpful. So in this way, these are our subheadings. And, or you could say they're bullet points. And then you can just share some stuff in there. So going back, we'll go to our research. And obviously I don't know all about murals, so I will click on murals sleep box and I will check on what murals has. Okay, maybe I will look at the guest reviews. Oh, and let's look at the pictures. So it's a cool place. Okay, so cool. I like it here. Okay. So maybe you can say na. Okay, and then you have these and it's very
Reviews.
useful because there are reviews. So maybe that's what you put here. So let's say mural sleep box. This hostel is highly recommended. So it says here very accommodating because the staff is so accommodating. It is super clean. AC is strong and the Wi-Fi is fast. So literally you just copied it somewhere, but you didn't really copy word for word, right? Right?
Summarize lang siya.
Yes.
So you kind of summarized it and it will look like this.
Good ideas. Get some
Right?
ideas.
Yes. You'll just skim
Isn't it so
the
simple?
reviews.
It just takes, I don't know, 2 minutes again. Literally, guys, I have actually asked our workers before to just write their 500-word articles in 30 minutes. And that's already a lot. Okay? But I'm not saying that I will do it with you. It was harder times, harder economy, I guess. But the lessons that we learned were priceless. Okay? And
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and so let's go back. Let's finish our article together. Okay, so let's go back and okay, so now we're done with more murals sleep box. So let's go back and okay. Then we chose Down South Hostel. Okay. So for Down South Hostel, my God, there's so many things on my dashboard. It's crazy. So let's look at these pictures. At least you have an idea of what you're writing. Oh, it's cool. Ganda. Okay, it's neat. Okay. And so maybe let's check the guest reviews. I mean, obviously you can check the facilities here. Like you can mention they have a garden, a shared kitchen, pets are not allowed, blah, blah, blah. But, you know,
Wrong rates.
one excellent way that I write stuff is based on like feedback from other people because they will immediately identify with you, identify what they really liked with a certain product or like, you know, whatever that they're talking about. So let's say, for example, had a private room for one night. Staff was really friendly. Facilities and room was very clean. I really enjoyed the night here. It was a good place to rest after a long flight and before continuing on living in dorms during my Southeast Asian trip. Okay. Staff is friendly and helpful. Room is clean. Okay. Cheap and convenient. Bathroom is kind of small. Shower pressure not so strong, but that's normal. Okay. Cute and comfy. Okay. So out of these information, okay.
Can
Maybe
we
I'll
put
write.
can we put some negative feedback? Like
Oh,
the shower pressure not strong, but that's normal.
you
Like
can, because obviously we're going to be talking about that Hermana's hostel in the
Hermana,
back.
yes.
all right,
So for
thank you.
example, you're going to say this hostel is designed exquisitely with tropical accents, because you know that's just what I saw on the pictures. Plants and everything fresh. And then I'm gonna say people love to stay here because it's clean. The downside is that the water pressure is not amazing. Something like that, right? So now, look, we actually have an article, right? In progress,
Yes.
right?
Almost completed.
Almost, right? Okay. So it doesn't have to be like, I mean, do you now understand what I mean by no writer's block?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Relax.
Because writer's
Yes.
block, remember this,
Sulat.
is just a figment of your imagination. It's an imaginary condition, but it's really just you being a coward. You don't want to share your maybe it's like this. Remember that when we overanalyze, it's actually us not accepting ourselves truly. It's us thinking that we're not good enough. And I want you to believe in this, that you are good enough, because you're on this training. Damn right, you're gonna be awesome, okay? So I want you to realize that not all VAs are gonna be getting this training, and you better stop being so doubtful, because self-doubt, that's writer's block, okay?
Noted, ma'am.
Okay. I apologize for, like, you know, the way that I teach, but it's really like that. It's true. It's true. Because if you have,
It's okay, ma'am.
you know, confidence in yourself, then you're not gonna judge yourself, and then you're not gonna feel writer's block, because the world is at your fingertips. Okay? All right. So let's finish our article. Are we not to consider the date of the review? Well, if it is something that can help in the context of what your client wants to achieve, let's say, for example, if your client wants to have the best hostels in 2020, obviously it wouldn't be a good idea to include, you know, to refer to the articles from 1979. But usually, Google is pretty amazing at ranking the most relevant and recent topics as well. So rarely would you look for this keyword and that get the search result from 1999, okay? This understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay na ba
Yes.
kayo, guys? Parang matamlay kayo.
We are
Yes.
learning, ma'am.
Seryoso lang.
Pinaplano na kasi namin yung susulatin.
Yes, I agree.
Don't worry, hindi ko hostel. Okay. So, and then lastly, because Hermana's hostel doesn't exist, but it's just the hostel of the client. So maybe I'm gonna write here, out of all the hostels in Cebu City, remember that we just mentioned the keyword, right?
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
right.
Out of all the hostels in Cebu City, Hermanas is on top of our list because of the wonderful ambiance. Maybe you can support that with, they have well ventilated, well lit rooms, decorated with upcycled eco-friendly furniture, from Cebuano artisans. They have a rooftop bar for movie nights, salsa nights, and sunrise yoga. And they have the most friendly and accommodating staff. Okay? So let's go back. Are you okay? Who was that?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, okay.
Is for example, if the clients require us to write a content which is 2,000 word, are we going to increase the keywords?
Yes, you're going to increase the keyword. A great rule of thumb would be, like, for example, maybe once in the introduction and then once in the conclusion. And then if it's 2,000 words, maybe use it sparingly, like 4 times.
Noted, ma'am. Thank
Yeah,
you.
3 to 4 times maybe. But of course, you have to read the whole article, and then if it sounds like too trying hard, maybe remove it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we now have 2/3 of your article, right? Unmute. Hear the manok. Yeah. Okay. So, right, can you see it? It's back to back, by the way. So it's quite long now, right? Diba? So simple. Can you imagine? I just wrote an article in front of all of you. And you can too. It's not a big deal. Stop making it a big deal. This is not just a job for like the amazing people in the world. No, I'm not amazing. I just know how to focus, and I just know not to overanalyze and not be a perfectionist. I am just like you. I'm just like everybody in the world. Super noisy ang manok. Maawa kayo sa akin.
Maaga pa.
Okay. Yeah. Ang aga ng manok. Okay. So anyway, and then let's do the conclusion. Okay. So conclusion, so we're going to use the keyword again. All in all, no matter where you decide to stay among the numerous hostels in Cebu City, you can be assured of a wonderful experience because of the inherent friendliness of the Cebuano people. So I wish you the best of luck. Bon voyage. So we're done. Okay? So,
Coach.
parang ang hirap eh, ang dali lang pala ng content writing. Right. It is not at all hard. Yes?
Pwede paki-focus ulit yung ginawa mong conclusion. Screenshot ko lang.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Hang on just a sec. Wait lang ha.
Can I ask a question, please?
Sure.
Regarding the review, because for this article, we have used the reviews of other people, but we know that some reviews are not authentic or genuine, right? Some people just make them up just for the sake of the, or to be patronized. So are we to consider that aspect when like using that for the article or?
Okay. When you are, there's no way that you can really verify if it's correct or not. Right?
Yes, that's right.
Without overanalyzing. Remember that we're not here to overanalyze. So don't overanalyze it. It's correct or it's not. What the best thing to do is to just, maybe you can read a couple of the reviews and then see where's the common ground.
Okay, that's great. And then second question, ma'am, last po.
Okay.
And then regarding the date of the review, what if the reviews are like 2 years ago, like 2017 or 2 years ago, 2017, 2018? Can you still use them?
Well,
And today is 2020, so.
Well, it's like this. As long as the hotel is still existing and you couldn't find another more recent, you know, recent like stuff, okay?
Yes.
So I don't think that there's an issue with using it, okay?
Okay.
So there's no problem. As
Okay,
I
thank you po.
mentioned, don't overanalyze it. If you see it there, just use it.
Okay po, thank you
Right?
so much.
Because
Okay, ma'am,
you
thank
have
you so much.
no way to like really tell is it right or wrong. Because alam nga naman, we will call them and say, "Uy, did you just say that kasi binigyan ka ng free drink or so
Yes, thank you so
don't
much.
overthink it. So look at our article. Searching for hostels in Cebu, there are around 40 hostels in the Queen City of the South. So we just mentioned hostels in Cebu here. Okay, 1. Today we're going to discuss about the top 3 hostels that you might be interested to stay in. Mural Sleep Box. This hostel is highly recommended because the staff are so accommodating. It is super clean, AC is strong, and the Wi-Fi is fast. Number 2, Down South Hostel. This hostel is designed exquisitely by tropical accents, plants, and everything fresh. People love to stay here because it's clean. The downside, though, is that the water pressure is not amazing. Okay. And then number 3, Hermanas Hostel. Out of all the hostels in Cebu City, Hermanas is on top of our list because of the wonderful ambience. They have well-ventilated, well-lit rooms decorated with upcycled eco furniture from Cebuano artisans. They have a rooftop bar for movie nights, salsa nights, and sunrise yoga. And they have the most friendly and accommodating staff. Maybe you can even put their, here's the coupon code for Hermanas Hostel. If you book through our link, you'll get 500 pesos off something. You know, that's how you do it. And then conclusion. All in all, no matter where you decide to stay among the numerous hostels in Cebu, we just mentioned it again, you can be assured of a wonderful experience because of the inherent friendliness of the Cebuano people. So I wish you the best of luck. Bon voyage. Okay, so it's done, right? Right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, ma'am.
Yes.
And
Yes,
although
ma'am.
it took me some time to discuss it, but the actual doing of this is like so easy. Okay? The secret, yes, do not overthink. Okay? And I tell you, I have so many employees and who would come to me to say, "Miss, is this okay? Is this okay?" And then you know what? Sometimes I just like think about it this way. Like, I hope that you have the courage to believe in yourself because I hired you for a reason. I don't hire stupid people. Okay? So,
Okay,
my
ma'am.
end, if you think it's right, then it's right. Okay? As long as, of course, you know, you read the instructions, that should be good. Okay? And submit it. Do not be afraid to submit your work. Sometimes, have you noticed that we get so anxious when we submit the article or the, you know, anything, right? Where they screenshot. Maybe I'll just take a picture of this.
Yes, ma'am. And send na lang dito sa
Okay,
group
ma'am.
chat, ma'am.
Yes,
Much
I'll just
better.
send it in the group chat later.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that's our first topic, and that's how to write an article. Okay? Was that like do you realize now how easy it is? It's not even mind-blowing.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
quite underwhelming even.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Exciting.
Like anything that you
Yes.
write down.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to create. Later na lang isend guys ha, kasi
Yes, ma'am.
obviously we're still in the middle of the discussion and we have another topic, okay? So the next major thing, because we did the written content. Guys, please check your mute. I can hear somebody like talking in the background. I got interested suddenly with content writing. I know, right? It's so simple. Like it's super simple. Okay, so next, our topic is graphic design. Okay, so who here loves graphic design?
I am.
Lorvin.
Yes.
Photoshop.
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna teach Photoshop because I'm
Canva.
lazier than that.
Canva.
I'm super lazy, guys. I mean, obviously, you know, back in 2005, I used to Photoshop myself to look slimmer in my Friendster account. But we're gonna be using Canva because anyway, Canva is the easy way that clients just need advertising collaterals. And I think it's a really awesome tool. In fact, I really, do you know that the CEO of this company and the founder is a Filipina? She's actually a Filipina and she's a billionaire. And I think she's a genius for creating this tool because you know how expensive and difficult it is to create beautiful graphics, right? So we're going to be using Canva, okay? Yeah, the free training ad was created by Canva, yes. Okay, so anyway, let's share my screen again and let's do a little bit of Canva, okay? And obviously we're not going to dwell on it so much because it's very simple because we still have a lot of stuff to do, but hang on just a sec. Let me close down these. Okay, hang on. That's my cat over here. Okay. Canva. Okay. So let's say, for example, we're going to create, create a design. And I want to create an Instagram post for my boss, okay? And maybe my boss owns Virtual Lasting. Okay. So what am I gonna do? There's so many options in Canva because there are so many presets, okay? And so many templates. You see it here, diba? Because you see my screen, right? So
Yes.
this. Hello, can you please go on mute? Patungingon og download, please. Okay. So let's say this one. You can use this background, and maybe you can just and then you just drag and drop elements into it. So let's say, for instance, maybe you can use this one and you can put it there. Okay, right? You can use this one and you can put it there. Are you following me, guys?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes. Following.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's so easy and it looks cool, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And there's so many things that you can use with this tool.
Yeah. Wow.
Diba? It's so cute. Okay, let's try another one. Add a new page. Then maybe let's look
Canva,
for.
di ay na.
Yeah, it's Canva. So let's say you want to greet your friend. Maybe your boss will ask you to create a card for their friend. Let's say, happy birthday, something like that. Okay. And then maybe they have a picture of their friend. So let's upload a picture. Hi, upload my picture when I was slim. Charot lang.
Inspiration.
Okay, let's see. Ay, ano ba yun? Sorry. Okay. Okay. So this is how you like change the position to back. Ay, to front. Maybe backward. Okay. Maybe you want to do that. Okay. Happy birthday. Stay as precious as you are. Happy birthday, Judee. Let's see. You can adjust it. Like, it's so drag and drop. It's like a child's tool, right? And it looks really cool, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe you can personalize it, like maybe stay as, or like, you don't even have to say stay as whatever as you are. Maybe thank you for everything, let's say, all you're doing. And then you can adjust it. Like, for example, you don't like the placement, so you can adjust it. Okay. And then that's it. And then you can download it. So for example, I want to use this. So just click on download. And then choose your file type. Let's say you will choose JPEG, PNG, PDF, standard, PDF print. You can even, there are even tools for video and animation here, which is super cool, like a GIF and stuff. So you can use that. Okay. You can
It's
edit.
very user friendly.
Yes, it's so user friendly and you're gonna have fun. So it makes ordinary people graphic designers in some way. Okay. Right?
Right.
Yes.
So that's the secret.
Yes, that's the secret.
Canva is the key.
So that's just Canva. Okay. So let's move on to the next topic. And mind you guys, at the end of this day's training, I'm gonna ask you to write an article to produce Canva stuff and many more. Okay.
And you can sell it also, right?
Yeah. You can, for example, if you want to position yourself as a graphic designer, you can sell it. You can sell your skill. You can create a lot of stuff. There's so many stuff here. Even music for your videos, animation, whatever, elements. There are shapes. You can create, and this is for free. Yes, this is for free. But of course, there's like a premium access for it. And so it has more capability, but even the free one is really cool. Yeah, and you can use it for your resume. You can make business cards, logos, whatever. So obviously, I'm gonna give you time to explore it after this training. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next is, okay, what's our next topic? So let's do some video editing. Okay. Basically, there's so many. Okay, so let's do a Powtoon video. We're gonna do a Powtoon video because it's easy. Plus, you know, it can really, like for example, your client wants you to create like a product video and you just want it to be easy and quick. You can use Powtoon. Okay, so let's log in.
Available first. Give your name. How do you spell your name? Perry?
Okay, guys, hello?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Ma'am.
okay, so
ARD.
okay, so for example, let's watch this video because this video was made with Canva, okay? I mean Powtoon. So let's say, let's preview this one. My God, it's so slow. Ano ba yan?
Is it free, ma'am?
It's, it has free functionalities. Ay, okay.
Currently 7516 holder admin.
Somebody here is maybe doing their job and then they're not on mute. Can you please go on mute?
Would like me to help you to look for the available.
Because we don't need to listen to your job, okay?
Definitely.
Who is that? Okay. So let's try to check some samples of what type of video. Discover. Let's check this. Like for example, you can create videos like this with Powtoon. Yung ano ba yan? Tsaka na. can you believe it, guys? This tool is like Canva for videos, okay? So with this tool, nice video, right?
Yes,
I am
nice video.
amazed.
So you can actually use Powtoon. You don't have to be like an expert in animation and stuff. You can just use this with their templates. So they have a lot of templates, and let's try to check their templates, okay? Let's see. Let's say, let's say we want to use this. Hi there, Judee. Welcome to Virtual Acting. We're so psyched we're so psyched to have you on the team. We know you're going to be a star. At Virtual Acting, our mission is to give sustainable jobs to Filipinos who have talent. Our vision is to help you. We've been around since 2011, and it's been quite a ride. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? So you can, maybe, let's say we're going to use this template. Okay. Hi, we're not pro. We're hampas lupa. We don't have pro. Okay.
The template, ma'am, are free.
Well, there are premium templates and there are paid templates. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
this one is pro, so let's not use this. Although, you know, it's quite pricey actually to buy like the pro ones. Like I think, let's check the prices later, but for example, you have a client who wants to create like really nice videos, you can just ask your client to pay for Powtoon, right? You don't have to buy the Powtoon. Anyway, it's their business. They're going to invest in it. Okay?
All right.
Okay.
But there are also free template, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So that's what I'm getting at. And I believe that I already created, because I don't want to like lengthen this training because it's already 10:59 and I want you to get to like starting with your hang on just a sec. Okay, hit ito, job hiring. Okay, I edited this on the last training. So let's edit this one. So ito yon. Are you looking for a job? Apply at Virtual Asking. Start today. See? It's very simple. And the way that you just do it is to add like the blank slides, or you can edit the slides. Okay? So let's say, for example, here, you only really, okay, so let's say this slide, okay, you added like, for example, this one. Or let's say, let's just add another slide. Maybe in the last part. Okay. And then maybe you wanna like ano ba to?
It looked like a Prezi.
You can actually just, like for example, for this one, you can swap it out. You can remove the pictures. You can change, like for example, Judee. Do you get it, guys?
Yeah.
Like you can just, it's really simply just Canva for videos. There are templates and you can just swap it out. And then ito, you can see it every second because obviously, diba, it's a moving picture, okay? So at 0 seconds, it shows na wala pa siya dyan, just the background. Then at 1 second, it's gonna show from here, tapos here. Let's say that one, okay? This one. So you actually can plan out when you upload your stuff and you just plot it within the few seconds that is being placed. So let's say, for example, you edit it by the second. So let's say at 0 seconds, if I want to add something at 0 seconds, maybe what I can do is add a text, maybe. Maybe I want to put this, like for example. So instead na blank yan, maybe I will say Judee Rallos. Okay, so let's review it again. Okay, so that's how you edit it. And then what if I decide na I don't like it? So just go back to where it was plotted in the timeline, like 0 seconds or like, ayun. So you can see it. So let's say here, in this slide, I'm just gonna delete it. So I just click delete, okay? Is that understood or is it still vague?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's
Understood.
clear.
It's actually really easy.
Noted.
See?
Can you put it in your own file? Project in your own file. Can you use it here?
Yeah. Tapos walang sense ang last. Sorry. So is your Powtoon ready so you can publish it? Okay. So you can actually, if you download it as a PDF, para siyang, it's weird because then para lang siyang, I don't know, because it's a video,
Page.
right? So maybe you can actually upload it for free on Facebook and YouTube, also Vimeo, and even Ads Manager. So you can even create Facebook ads here na video. Have you noticed that ang dami-daming products ngayon na nagva-viral because it's a video ad, right? Like for example, yung mga walang kwentang mga products sa Shopee at Lazada, let's say.
Yes.
Nakita mo na power shower something, mawala ang peklat mo, something like that. Tapos may video. Diba? Something like that. So that's how you do it.
Yeah,
Like for
that's true.
example, wait lang kayo sa challenge ko for today. Yun talaga ang gagawin nyo. Okay.
Parang nakakaba.
Okay. So you can upload it to your Facebook page, your YouTube, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to waste so much time, but I'm going to show you my I uploaded the last one on my YouTube, I mean on my Facebook page for Virtualasting, I think. My God, what's wrong with the internet and my laptop? Wow, 46 miles. And then I'm in this location. It's so weird. Okay. So I actually uploaded it here. Oh my God, where is it? Hang on. Where na ba yung mga posts? Okay, let's just go to videos. Okay. I think it's not there. I'm sorry. It's on my Facebook page. I have a Facebook page called Judee Rallos. Pages. Oh my God, did I delete it? The hell did I do? Maybe I deleted it. Ah, it's here, guys. Do you see it?
Yeah, clear.
Yes po, yes.
So I was able to upload it here on Powtoon. So you just integrate it there because anyway, I logged on Powtoon with my Facebook. So it's very easy and you just can connect it immediately. Okay? Do you have questions so far?
None.
Is this boring you?
No?
No.
Are you learning something?
Yes, we are.
Yes. We learn a lot.
Yes. Definitely. We are learning.
Okay, good. Because it's a lot if you miss something, right? If you miss something for today, then you're gonna miss a lot.
Correct.
Diba? So, with this in mind, I'm gonna end my day here, and we still have 2 hours technically for this training. So I would want you to start with your tasks. And today, what I'm going to ask you to do is hang on just a sec. What I'm going to ask you to do is to create an article. Also 3 Canva ads and a Powtoon for specific products that I will put on the Trello board. Okay?
Copy, ma'am.
Is it also 3 Powtoon ads?
No, just 1 Powtoon, 3 ads on Canva, and then and then 1 article talking about the product on this particular product. Okay, so
Noted, ma'am.
okay, so before we proceed with that, I would like to divide your group because I noticed that because we're so many on this group, I noticed that how long po yung duration ng video? It doesn't matter. It's up to you. I trust your judgment, but of course I want you to do your very best. Okay? By the way, you don't have to download Canva and Powtoon. They are actually web apps, which is cool. So you don't have to download it. Okay, so now let's proceed with grouping you, because I'm seeing now that we have like 150 people on this call, and I would like to create 15 groups because I would like you to get to know each other, also collaborate, and also help each other. Because I noticed that on the group chat, I cannot possibly answer all of you. And also, I can, it would really be good if you start early with collaborating with one another. Okay? So, is that fine with you?
Yes, that's
Yes.
fine.
So that when you have questions, then you can, and you can help each other survive the online thing. You're lucky pa nga kasi when I started online, I never had anybody, actually. I had nobody to and whenever I discover something, like whenever I remember when I discovered, WordPress and creating websites and stuff, I was so excited, but I couldn't explain my excitement to anybody. So it's really nice if you actually collaborate, right? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to create another Trello board. And, okay.
Pero individual pa rin yung work, ma'am.
Individual pa rin, but starting now, I want you to have groupings so that moving forward, you will have parang a support system, and also there will be tasks that I will let you do as a group. Because it's useful to also learn how to work with others, because eventually you will be working with the teams of your clients, and it's really helpful to be able to learn early on how to manage a project with many people, and how to be a leader, and also how to be a worker and like a follower. Okay, how to be a team player. Because you know what, I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually, or I used to be like the worst person to be on the team, because I really am a lone wolf. I don't like working with others because for me, it's like dragging me down. I mean, I'm talkative, but then when I'm working, I just want to do it on my own. But then, you know what? Maybe as I grew older, I realized how much value it is to also have people around you for emotional support, for physical support. Like you can't really, like, for example, there's a lot of things to do for your client. Would you prefer that you have teammates or you just work on it alone? You would rather have a teammate so that you can finish everything, right?
Yes, need for a
Want to
teammate.
ask.
Yeah. So,
Depende sa rate, ma'am.
ha?
Depende sa rate.
Ano yon?
Kung may client na, depende sa rate. Kung marami kayo, mas low yung rate.
Mas
No,
low,
Mas
low.
maliit yung rate.
Not
Mas
true.
low.
That's not true.
Ganun ba?
No,
okay.
don't think about it that way. Because you know what? Clients will not divide their budget among people. Hindi to banda. Okay?
Kasi banda kasi ako eh.
Okay.
Kaya pala.
Related.
Automatic. Relate
Ano daw?
match.
Kaya pala, nasa
Relate ako.
Okay. Kaya pala. But, you know what? no matter how big or small a team is, you're gonna be paid by the hour. Okay?
Equally.
Equally, yes.
Just are
Unless, of
there?
course, if mas difficult yung task mo and then your role and your rate is higher. And of course, it depends how long you've been with the company and all that. But otherwise, you're actually paid by the hour. And, obviously, we're not going to pay you for the hours na nag-Facebook ka lang. You're gonna be paid for the hours that you're actually working because we have tracking devices. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Just
So,
do you have clients that or are there any chances that there are clients pay per week?
we only, because it's like this. The clients are ours. It's not
Mm-mm.
your client. So
Mm-mm.
our company pay twice a month, 15th and
Okay.
30th.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. And we pay to the bank accounts. We prefer BPI. Okay?
Mm-mm.
Obviously, there's still time to sign up for a
The
BPI.
the pay, Judes, is it it depends on the hours that you work for the client?
Yes.
Okay.
So for example, if you work for, actually we have standard hours. If you're
Mm-mm.
a part-time person, then it's 4 hours a day. If it's full-time, 8 hours. We don't accept clients who require less than that because how can you live on 1 hour a day, right?
True.
Mhm.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, so let's proceed. So for all those other questions about the job, you can ask that later because
Mm-mm.
we're still not doing the job. We're still on the training. Okay?
Exactly.
Or you can also ask Joy in your free time. But Joy is also really busy. Remember, there's so many of you. Okay?
All right.
My cat is knocking. Okay. All right, so let's go back. So let's do the groupings. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Wait lang ha. So I'm gonna invite you to a Trello board. Hala, weird kaya akong cat. Wait lang.
No training on Saturdays and Sundays.
Say hi to everyone, Fluffy. Fluffy is so good today. He just had himself microchipped.
Hi, Fluffy.
I see a cat. I see a cat.
Fluffy,
Cute.
fluffy, fluffy.
Hi. What's the name of your cat, sir?
No, I just found it, mom.
Ah!
Luckily.
Hala. Mo ko Fluffy ka ha. Okay. Fluffy looks sleepy.
Dana daw main kun sa Cebu, Judes.
Amo ba? Naaman. No, naana jud.
No?
Oh.
Upo kita. Anyway.
Na ako'y friend. I have friends who
Main
have
kun?
Maine Coon.
Noise.
What color eyes ni Fluffy? I think, I don't know.
Greenish.
Greenish, no? Something.
Mm.
Okay. So, I'm going to share the Trello link. But don't answer yet, ha? Until I give my go signal. Wait lang. I mean, don't do anything on the Trello board. I just want you to enter the Trello board.
Sa GC po, ma'am, or dito po?
Sa GC. I put it on the GC, sorry. Because I don't have an enter button and I don't know. Can you, Joy, can you put the link on the chat? I can't put anything on the chat.
Sure, Judy.
Okay. Okay. So for this Trello board, wait lang. Nabuang na ko sa kung kuan. Wait. Okay, so let's have group 1, group 2. So we're going to have, I'm going to put here 16 groups, but group yourselves into 10. Okay? So I'm putting 16 because what if we still have more people? What if they're not online or something? But I'm no longer accepting newbies after today because it's gonna be hard for them to catch up. And I want everybody to really be able to do the tasks. In fact, no, you can't graduate if you don't finish the tasks and the training. Okay. Group. Saan naman yung going?
Judee, do you have any certificates?
Yes, you have certificates after the training. And we even have a graduation ceremony.
Wow.
I have a question, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes?
Maski hindi po matapos, but maski lagpas na po sa deadline, tatapusin po talaga.
Graduation in
Yes.
that day.
Tatapusin.
Is it okay? Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay. So if you've already seen your the Trello board, I want you to add your name in a certain group. Please do not delete anybody, okay? And just like make sure that you're 10. Like maybe you number it by 10. Like add card number 1, 2, 3. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Wag na kayong mamili. Okay? Basta just join a group. Okay? Sige. So, and then after that, I want you to collaborate with one another and add yourselves in a chat group. Okay? So that you can be like your mini team. Is that fine?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Because at least you will have a support system to help you with the tasks. I think group 2 has so many members. Maybe people should transfer. There are many groups pa, guys. Okay?
Too many for group 1.
So, if you've already chosen a group, I'm actually going to put the details of your product in the top card of that group. So like whoever is number 1 there, I'm gonna put a card on top of number 1. and it will be the product that you will be focusing your Canva, Powtoon, and your article on. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not letting you use your own product of your imagination, because I want you to be used to whatever random topics a client might give you. Okay? Okay. So would you have questions?
None.
None yet.
Okay, none. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I'm so happy to see all of you today. I'm glad that we reached around 155 tonight. I hope that, we're still a lot tomorrow. We're going to have a really good topic tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be discussing, let me check the topics. Hang on.
Ma'am, question, how about the training yesterday? I failed to join the training yesterday.
Um, for everybody who wants to review, I don't do this a lot, but timing na last night, I actually uploaded the video on my YouTube channel. So maybe you can follow me on my YouTube channel and you can view the video for last night in my YouTube channel. You can review it.
Every night na yan, ma'am.
I can't assure, because again, I'm a super lazy person. Most likely, I will go to sleep. But ewan ko, last night, good girl ako. Hopefully, magpatuloy ang pagka-good girl ko. I'll do my very best, but for the last training that we had, I was able to upload the files like maybe 2 weeks after the whole training finished. But I actually uploaded last night because I know that there are people who were not able to join. Okay? Yeah,
Okay.
the name of my channel is called The Lazy Boss Club because I'm so lazy.
Okay. Kasi yung training, ma'am, napaka-importante talaga eh. So,
yes.
kailangan talaga namin i-review. Review.
If you,
para
okay.
ma-master.
I'll do my very best definitely to upload the videos. Give me strength, Lord. And I will post it on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel link is, hang on just a sec. Where's the channel? Let me share my screen where my channel is. This is my channel. It's not really an amazing channel. It's actually supposed to be like a business tips channel and stuff. But ewan ko, ang dami kasing nag-request about sa virtual assistant thingy. So yun. But it's gonna be like this channel is really supposed to be for my, yeah. Thanks for the one who shared the link to this one, Virtual Assistant Training 2020 Batch 2. Ito. So you check this one. I have the video here. Okay. This is the channel, The Lazy Boss Club. You just search it on YouTube. I think you can find it. Any other questions?
None.
Okay, none. Okay, so with that being said, I will be uploading right after this, right after I end this training right now. I will be sending you the link to that product page for the product that I want you to promote on your content, on your written content, on your Canva and your Powtoon. Okay?
Ma'am, question.
Yes.
When will be the deadline?
The deadline is 8
Before 5
p.m.
p.m.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Actually, guys,
8 p.m., ma'am.
yeah, you have
Okay.
seen how easy it is, and I'm expecting that you can really do it. Okay, you've seen how easy it is.
Yeah, thank you.
Again,
How many
do not
words?
overanalyze.
Sorry.
Ma'am Judy,
How many words for the article?
ipopost po sa Trello or group chat. I will post it here, guys. Let's go back to the groupings. So what I will do is I will put a card on each, like for example, product for group 1. And then I will put it on top. Guys, ang dami nyo na sa group 1, guys. Group 1 na lang tayo lahat. I said only 10. Hindi pwede 15. Ang dami nyo na. 10 only. Ito. So, transfer kayo sa iba. Okay? You can transfer the cards like this. Oh. Okay? Maghiwalay na kayo. Okay, so...
Kulang forever.
Yeah. Okay, so... I will put it on top and then I'll probably be done with it by 12 midnight tonight or earlier. It's just gonna be a copy paste thing for me. So you can find it. Ano ba to? You can find it like here. I'm gonna put it in the description, the link of it. Okay? Then you just go to that link. Okay? And by the way, guys, it's gonna be on my new Lazada store, the products on my new Lazada store. So, paki-follow na lang din sa Lazada ko. Haha.
What's your Lazada store name,
It's
Judes?
called Ecomfinity. But I'm gonna give you a link. Please follow my Lazada page.
Walang
Okay.
Shopee.
Wala akong Shopee, Lazada lang.
Kailangan ba yung nagkuhan?
Ha?
And always online.
May free shipping.
Yeah, may free shipping.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gawa ka Shopee, ma'am.
Ha?
Gawa ka sa Shopee.
Suki ng Shopee.
Suki ng Shopee.
Ng Shopee.
I'm new with
So, with that being said, okay na, no? Okay na?
Kubalin ko group 11.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm new with the Trello website. I don't know how to join the...
Wait muna. Ano yun?
Yung nasa Trello website po. I'm new. Bago po ako dun.
Just click lang the link. Just click the link on the group chat and then ma-join ka na and then you just, if you don't have an account, then you sign up.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Patulong tayo kay YouTube, bro.
Ikaw ba nag-manage ng Lazada account mo or may assistant ka? Marami akong assistant for Lazada. I have 7. I have 7 on my team sa Lazada. But then it's still a very new store. Wala pa kaming masyadong like pera doon. Puro pa mga senseless. Okay, anyway. Sige, so I think wala nang questions. So I'll leave you guys na. But I will post the products on top na. Okay? Sige,
Okay.
guys.
Miss Judee?
Night. Yeah?
Yung regarding sa Trello board pala, guys, you can just drag and drop yung mga card na ginawa nyo. Baka kasi yung iba nag-create kayo ng panibagong card, mag-duplicate yung names nyo. Pwede nyo yung i-drag and drop para malipat kayo dun sa ibang group. Yun lang.
Yes, and then, guys, By the way, para hindi kayo mahirapan to add each other, kindly post your Facebook Messenger link or Facebook account link under your name, please. And also your mobile number, okay? So that at least you can keep in touch. And maybe your email addresses, okay? Is that understood?
Sabi?
Yes.
Yes po.
Facebook profile link, email address, and mobile number so that you can collaborate, okay?
Okay.
Happy ba yan? Ano yan?
Ano?
Judee.
Dito naman ilagay sa card. Sa ano?
Trello.
Yeah, you put it.
Trello, okay.
Yeah, like you click on it.
Under Trello in your card.
Yeah, and then like you can put it here, okay? You can comment it. You can attach anything here, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye, guys.
Guys.
Good
Bye,
night.
ma'am.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you.
Ako marunong mag-attach.